happened. Yeah, that was the start of August.
You're in charge of maintenance, huh?
Carl was pissed.
About what?
Oh, Eddie heard a rumor about something that happened over there. Go ahead, tell him, Ed.
Pissing on the floor, you told me.
A long time ago. That's not mouth, Billy.
You didn't tell me.
What did I say?
Oh, fuck you now. We're not going to get into that shit. I already got that thing. Chris meandered that and he come out with the bullshit. This guy opened his fucking mouth. It goes back to Chris. Don't give
What
me
did I? What did
Get
I
out.
do?
Oh, bullshit. You're the one that said it. He told Carl that the kid did. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he pissed on the floor or not. He did piss on the floor because he had the journal. So what? I pissed on the floor many times.
You know,
And then it gets back. It gets back to Chris. And Chris says it jumps all over my fucking ass.
no. You know where the rumor was? Bristol Dam. You know why?
Why?
Carl was down there. Joe said,
Here.
Joe said, I'd never seen him like that.
What?
He said, he's drunk.
He was drunk?
Drunk.
Yeah.
He said he had to change some kind of thing on. He said he jumped up on the bar. Changed some light on. I don't know what. On one of his lights. On one of his signs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is a month ago. He's counting down. He says, wow, he get wound up. I says, yeah. He says, yeah. And he told me Harry's kid pissed on the floor. I said, it wasn't Harry's kid. It was his grandson.
Come on.
So,
Who brought up the subject?
You want to start?
No, I want to welcome everybody back. You can welcome. I made said that to it. And we've had.
Hold on, are you going to really start that way? Or
No.
how are you going to?
What do you want me to start out at?
look,
Well, welcome to our. Sorry, we've.
I haven't even thought about what you're going to say.
Yes, but I.
Now we're just solely on the internet.
Well, welcome to the internet.
the internet.
The Bill Wyatt's Sports Challenge, folks, on the internet.
No, this should be
Well, thank you. That's right, Ed.
Bill Wyatt Sports
Well,
Challenge.
why don't you handle it?
Because my voice is froggy.
Well, that was like people like your voice.
No, and I want to be called the Frog. In
The
future.
frog.
Once again, Eddie, all the great planning right down the drain.
Well, the great planning. We have upgraded. We look like we're in the NFL Network studio.
Now, folks, some of you, and Eddie, you got to help me through this here because I won't get any help over here, but we are now only on the internet, Harry. We are off TV 30. We served our year suspension, as you know, Eddie, for those FCC violations.
For Harry's mouth. For the cussing.
Unfortunately, all three of us were linked into that scandal is really what it was, but we served our penance with you, Harry. We were tempted to get someone else to fill in.
I know. And we are now on a new, what do I want to say, paradigm?
Yeah.
I want to use big words. But hey, Joe told me yesterday he's got your competition. I don't even know, Waddle and Sylvie.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming to Bristol, and he wants us there.
Well, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do our show
We'll
from the
be
parking
there.
lot.
No, he says they're coming at 1. You guys can preempt them or challenge them. Or Harry can do his famous Waddle foot race.
That's after he has about
Hey, we
6
should.
vodkas.
We should get that foot race going on. You don't give away the secret, though.
No,
No.
No.
you're 82.
Yeah, I'm 82.
So, folks, some of you may be in a different part of the country, in a different part of the world. We don't have the time or the inclination to get you caught up to speed on everything that goes on. You're just going to have to watch week after week. And I think most logical people will catch on, Eddie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how many years?
This will be 22.
You see, that dog has more sense than us, by the way. That dog he's very good at predicting football.
Loves Eddie.
Yeah, loves Eddie.
But it's easy to know who the star of this show is, folks, and it's not me. Who's the guy? Eddie, we have to share a microphone. Who's the guy who gets his own mic?
Number 1.
Harry the Hat.
Well, who handed this to me? You did.
Always had your own
Oh,
microphone.
yeah. Why?
Harry,
Because I had more
Harry,
verbal diarrhea?
Harry,
Huh?
why don't you give him just a little biography. Just now, we don't want to know about Clinchco, Virginia, Mozart. But
Stop your BS then.
No.
I was going to say BS in a bad word. It would be censored.
Here.
Huh?
What about your NFL knowledge? Tell me your kid coached.
Yeah, let's really cut right to it. Harry, who's your son that people would know worldwide?
Chris Childress from Progressive Energy.
One day.
But they didn't know. Brad Childress was the head coach for the Vikings for 5 years.
Before he was.
No, NFL is not.
Bug through it,
NFL is not for long. So therefore,
we're all moved
then
past
he left
it.
there with a little money in his
Why do you
pocket.
hold the? Oh, no, go ahead.
What?
So Brad Childress is Harry's second oldest son. He has quite a number of kids, all successful.
Mike is one of the best lawyers in the country.
Best lawyer, one of the top commodity brokers.
You got no, don't go there.
Energy mogul.
Energy mogul, and
The insurance guy.
and yes, vice president and an executive with apparel in the
They've
coast.
all achieved at a high
Oh,
level
you know,
thanks
I can
to
be-
Harry.
I can be
And
very
you folks will
proud.
get to know Harry.
I can be very proud of all of
wise
them.
individual, level-headed, I guess.
Hey, you love Karen. Karen loved you. Now you're making fun of her. She was not an executive in the
Not
apparel
making fun of
industry?
anybody, but folks, what we do here is we analyze the NFL for you. Every week we go through 5 games. You'd be wise to listen to what we have to say. If you're inclined to place a wager, either a friendly one or a legal one, or any other kind, it's legal. Harry, gambling is more legal in this country than
I know
than
it is.
booze.
You can't talk. You can't talk on this show.
You can place a bet wherever you want to. Come on, let's get back to the America that you knew growing up.
I never bet in my life, only a few times.
We will do 5 games. We're here in just the outskirts of Chicago. Eddie and I are rabid Bears fans. Harry has jumped ship because of his son. And who are you rooting for this year?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Brad got a new job out there. What was it?
Well, he went from Wisconsin, Philadelphia, Minnesota, Kansas City.
Cleveland.
Harry has gone to 90% of the games.
Yeah, we like to go to them. They're great
And
events.
he
You know,
likes
well, you
to-
people have been at them. You
I
have been
never get invited to any.
Hey, no, wait, that's a lie, and you have
It's
to
not
lie
a
too.
lie.
And that's too a lie.
We've seen Harry arrested in Kansas City.
Oh, no.
We saw the security. Yeah, and that was a real incident. We got him out of it, thank God. But Eddie and I are always
You
sort
always
of a tag
know that they're
along.
going to expand on the truth and try to put me under the gun. So understand, folks, I used to be 6'4", and I hate to stand up. I'm about 5'2" now. Carrying these guys.
Remember when he had his knee
carrying these guys
operation a few
BS
years
all
ago?
around, Yeah.
He had a simple knee operation. He milked it for about 3 months. Don't touch my knee.
Oh, great.
Get the dog away.
Had
He
it
breathed
replaced.
on my
I
knee.
had a simple operation. They put a whole new knee in there. That's a simple operation.
Yeah, these days, Harry, it is.
It is not.
Eddie,
It's very dangerous.
I'm not sure if we're putting any commercials in, but I feel like now that everyone out there knows who Harry is, and Eddie, we're insignificant. Let's face it.
Get
It
out
really
of
don't matter. But we know who Harry is. Should we? I was gonna have champagne out here, Eddie, but Harry drinking champagne, we know it's drink of choice.
Right. And it's vodka. And
No, it's changed.
with ice.
It's changed now. Ed.
occasionally he will quit. It will affect the commodity.
Stop. We're
Smirnoff.
trying to tip you off
Yeah.
so you can buy low and sell
And
high.
occasionally he has been known to blow up. He's,
I'm a very humble old man.
can we say the dirty words?
Yes,
We can.
you can say
Well-
all the dirty words you want to now. Harry.
Now, if Harry
Can
says,
you really?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Now, if Harry says,
Boy.
fuck you, I'm done.
boy.
I'm not. And he walks off. We wanted people
Yeah,
knew
here.
what they meant anyway. But we hope you stick with us, folks. This show will probably, on average, be maybe 15 to 20 minutes, no more, certainly. Now, there used to be a time when I would engage people in sporting events. I've beaten everybody at everything there is to do, Eddie. I don't think there's a person out there that can challenge me to an event that I haven't either done or excelled at.
Boxing.
We've done all that. So you can write in. I guess we're gonna do like on Facebook and all this stuff. And if Harry's got a computer, but it's so overloaded with porn, I don't know if he'll even find YouTube. But was it true or not?
No.
You called me a couple weeks ago
It's
to
not
come
true.
clean out your computer.
It's not true, and don't even go there.
Disgusting,
I don't even go to the computer. I don't even use it. Chris is all over my ass because he said get in the 20th century. Because all I know is look at a watch and he got a phone here that doesn't work here at the time.
Harry, stay off the computer. Yeah. That porn stuff gets you.
Oh, get out.
Just the case in point, this is now the 21st century.
Wait a minute, 82 years old.
Get in the 20th century,
good
Dad.
82 years old, what good is that going to do me? Hey, I'm going to go fly me to the moon.
Sing.
Da, 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 da.
You know what? I know. I just heard this yesterday. Can you clip this stuff?
Oh, sure.
Okay. At our poker game yesterday, one of the players said, "How do you define a gentleman?" How do you define?
Someone with refined manners?
No, it's a guy who can pick all the hairs off a woman's pubic area without getting an erection. That's you, Harry.
That says it to a T.
You're a
Jesus Christ.
Harry, you are a gentleman.
Man.
You are a gentleman. We're going to take a quick
I tell
break,
you what,
maybe a
that's-
little entertainment.
That should be
and
censored.
be back.
That should be censored.
I swear to God.
That should be censored.
We're thinking about you.
Yeah.
Okay, Harry, now listen.
We want the joke of the week.
I got a joke.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back. Harry, you've really done great in the break. He's begging. He's dying for a drink out here.
He always starts first.
Eddie, you had a joke you wanted to say first? Or?
Well, it's a football joke. It's just a little story.
Start it?
Yeah. The big animals were playing the little animals in Africa. All-star football game.
I heard it. Go on.
And the big animals were just kicking the crap out of the little guys. So they come in at halftime, give them a speech. Little animals kick off. Start second half. First play, run a rhinoceros round in. Boom! Gets hit the line. Coach yells, "Who made the stop?" "The centipede." Centipede made the stop. Next play, hippopotamus up the middle. Boom! 2-yard loss. Who made the tackle? Centipede. Third down, giraffe round in. Same thing, no gain. So they punt. Team comes off, and the coach is running around. He says, "Where the hell's Centipede? Where were you in the first half?" He's just lacing up my shoes.
Now that's clean. And if you could come up with some clean ones, I'd let you. It's not in his ability. Now we're going to pick 5 games here, Eddie. And you folks, I'm telling you, pay attention to what's being said. Form your own opinions as to who may have the greater degree of knowledge, insight, intellect, and savvy that it takes to get your way through an NFL season. I'm going to start out with one of the best games of the weekend here. Intellect and savvy that it takes to get your way through an NFL season. I'm going to start out with one of the best games of the weekend, Harry. Atlanta at New Orleans. Now, you've been down in New Orleans, not with us.
That's when we were raped.
Oh, it's the Vikings you're referring to?
That's where they started the bounty, and they had a bounty on fire before the game, and that went. In fact, they came to Brad about it, and then it was investigated by the NFL, and you saw what happened. So go on with your blessing.
Okay, well, I mean, how many years ago was this, Eddie? 5?
3,
Something?
3, 4.
Give it up. I mean, move on. It's over.
I didn't say
they
anything.
lost that game
Hey,
because Brett Favre.
Hey, I'm sitting right next to you. You don't have to shout.
Well, anyway, New Orleans now with their coach back in tow is favored by 3 over a lot of people picking Atlanta to go far based on last year. What do you think, Harry?
I'm not a big Ryan fan.
No.
I'm not a big Ryan fan. I don't think Atlanta is that good of a football team, even though the tight end came back. And they're playing in New Orleans. And New Orleans would be playing up with their new coach. Last year, their defense was horrendous, but they brought in a Tucker to be the defensive coach. And they'll be blitzing when they come out of the dressing room.
And it gets a little loud down there, I've heard.
Oh, loud. So, I'm gonna give the 3 points and take New Orleans over Atlanta.
Well, Harry, a lot of things going on here, Eddie. Maybe it's a fresh start. Maybe I'm feeling a little trepidation because of all the emotion that's going to go into the New Orleans side. And sometimes it plays against you. Huh?
I was talking about some trepidation. Go ahead.
Talking to who?
Myself about trepidation.
Okay. He finally admitted he's talking to himself. Harry, I'm going to go against you. I'm going to take Atlanta in this game. They're up. They're still with something to prove. They haven't reached the plateau that they know they have to get. This is a big game out of the gate, and the 3 points is good enough for me. I like the Falcons.
I'll tell you what here. I think you're wrong about Ryan. Ryan's actually had a career year, and I think he's a hell of a quarterback. And I think Atlanta.
What happened to the last 3 minutes? What happened to the last 3 minutes of the playoffs?
I interrupt your ass.
No.
Okay, Julio Jones, right? Gonzalez, and he's got his phone out.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What are you doing? Eddie, what's the fine this year?
I think
$500 fine?
No, it's drinks.
Yeah. Hey,
Hello. Mike, I'm on the TV right now. Can I call you
Now
back?
he's going to tell him he's
We're
on TV right now.
this is no way.
This
we're
is
gonna be all-
international.
We're on the set
And
right
he's
now. Can I call you right back? Yes. All right, bye.
turn the phone off.
What's the matter with you?
Can't you turn it off?
I don't care how important it could be.
I gotta go.
You got your phone on you, Eddie?
Hey.
I left my phone inside. Now, if it happens again, it's going to be $500.
Well, maybe you're not as important as
That
I
was a
am.
gambling
Maybe
call.
you're not. No, it was not a gambling call.
Harry,
Wonder what I heard. Go ahead.
Julio Jones, Roddy White, Gonzalez.
Turner?
No,
Who
he's gone.
runs the ball for them now?
The guy from St. Louis.
Ooh, he's good.
What's his name?
I know what his name is.
Jackson. Anyway, one problem. Shit line. I'm taking the Saints.
The line means a lot. But you still got in
He
it.
got on my. He went in my kitchen and started chewing my butt out, and then he took this.
Now,
You're right. Let's go on to the next one.
New Orleans set
yeah.
a record for ineptness.
Yes,
in
go.
defense.
Yes.
okay, so it's 2 against 1 there. Now, Kansas City will open on the road in Jacksonville. Harry will be there. I hear he's being well taken care of, by the way. But he might peel a 20 off the top the whole weekend. Kansas City at Jacksonville. Harry, I know you're not a big fan of the city of Jacksonville. Kansas City on the road, favored by 4? I don't think so. I'm going to take Jacksonville, the home dog. And you folks, you listen carefully. When you hear those words, home dog, you might want to perk your ears up and listen. Jacksonville, yeah, on the surface, not much. But you know what? Kansas City hasn't shown me anything. I've yet to see them play a game under their new coaching regime, and I like to prove it to me.
I'll tell you what, Billy. Kansas City's a sleeper pick. Good defense last year. I thought the coaching was terrible. They got Jamal Charles. They got a new quarterback. They got Dwayne Bowe, and they're playing at Jacksonville. But Jacksonville's got Maurice Jones-Drew back, and I think they're going to be improved. And I don't think you can give Jacksonville 4 points with a team that we're not sure about. And Kansas City, I think they'll do good, but I'm not sure.
Your choice, Harry. Now, come on.
Well, I'm like a dog. You say, "Come on, come on." No, I agree with a lot of what they're saying. We really don't know how Kansas City is. They got a new left tackle. They moved the left tackle to the right tackle, and I don't know if their cohesion with the line will be really that good. But their defense has been pretty good, and they were terribly coached last year. But Andy Reid is one of the finest coaches in the NFL, and I don't know if 4 is a lot to get, but because my heart says where it is, I think they'll beat them by more than 4.
I guess we can accept that, and then we'll wait till next week to poke fun. Now, here's another great game. Awesome game that everyone's going to be watching. The Packers open up on the road in San Francisco against my team to win it all, Eddie, the 49ers. And the 49ers favored by 5. You first.
You know what? That's a lot of points. But what did I talk? We talk about both tackles for Green Bay are out. And this may be the year for you fantasy players that have Aaron Rodgers. This may be the year he goes down. Lacey, rookie, we know they're an offensive powerhouse. They got great receivers. Jones, Nelson, Cobb. But 49ers, one of the best, if not the best, with Seattle defenses. I'm going to lay the 5. I hate Lake Hill, but 49ers are going to win.
Harry.
Well, I think so too. I watched a lot of the preseason, and they can't run the football.
The Packers, you mean?
Yeah, they couldn't run the football, and they have to run the football to win this year because the offensive line, like Ed said, the two tackles, they're going to protect. You remember how many times Rodgers was sacked last year? About 50 times. So you know what?
Got touched a lot.
Yeah, he got. And besides that, yeah. So I'll give the 5, and take San Fran.
Well, you know, I agree with you, Eddie, on this one.
See, he agrees with Eddie.
Right,
Don't agree with me. I don't. I'll never have any. I'm talking to you. Go ahead and talk over there. Go ahead.
I don't like the Packers. I don't like what their whole deal stands for. I'm a Bears fan, and this is our chance to jumpstart on the division, Harry. You know how important that is? Go 49ers. I'll lay the 5 as well and hope the 49ers can put an old-fashioned whooping on them. That's a long way out to the West Coast, too. Don't forget about travel.
Wait, just this time of year? From here to that, it's about how long?
It's still a couple time zones.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're 320 pounds riding in a... No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not from the East Coast to the West Coast.
That's pretty darn close. Now, Harry, you'll pick this one. Giants at Dallas. Here's some teams that are always rivals. First game of the year, Dallas at home favored by 3.
The Giants have always played Dallas real tough.
Big-time rivalry.
Yeah, it's big time, and it's the same division. I mean, the same division. So what are you laughing at?
That's some information. Hey, stop the presses. The Giants and Dallas are in the same division.
Well, no,
Go ahead.
they're saying what?
Stop speaking in cliches and say what's in your heart. Don't be a cliche.
What's in my heart? What's in my mind, not my heart. I could care less about these two ball clubs. I hope both of them lose. But I tell you what, I don't like Dallas at all.
Yeah.
Because of Jimmy Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Well, it's begin with a J. So it's called functional English. As long as you know what I'm talking about, then
keep my mouth shut. Yeah.
Right. What? Yeah, but so what? Yeah, well, so what?
I agree.
So I don't like Dallas, but Dallas is they're not a good ball club. I'm scared to death with Brian in there against. I gotta take the Dallas in this and give the 3.
That was 2.5 furlongs around that track. But you're there. Harry, you know what? I'm going to take the Giants here. They seem to have a little more stability on all sides of the ball. Of course, they can get after you still with their defense. And I think stability means something in this league, which is why I didn't take Kansas City first game. I like the
Say
Giants.
that again, because you didn't take Kansas City.
That's why I didn't take them.
Rub your nose in a pile
Stability
of
is something,
shit.
Eddie, that you earn over time. And Coughlin has a system. The players buy in. Eli's a top-flight quarterback. I don't care about Dallas, and I'm going to take absolutely the Giants in the 3.
Billy, I think this is the hardest game to pick on the board. Giants lost Andre Brown in the last exhibition, so they're down to Wilson. Coughlin is an excellent coach. Eli Manning down here last year, but he has 2 Super Bowl rings. Dallas, Romo, up and down. But I think the biggest difference is Dallas defense, and I don't think they can compete with the Giants. Now, the Giants will run Wilson, and Dallas will throw to Des Bryant. It's going to be a close game. I'm with you, Billy. I'm taking the Giants.
That's what I like.
I saw you folks. You see how they go to bed with each other? I could tell you some dirty stuff about them, but I'm not gonna put it out right now. Later on, as we go through when we have some problems, You and I will talk. We'll all
It
talk,
won't be long.
We'll all talk about their moral habits, okay?
He'll get on the internet
More,
by
yeah. They
himself.
are. They're not very good people sometimes.
Hey, here's the big game, Eddie.
Yes.
The Bears open up at home. 3-point favorite
Oh, yeah.
over Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Cincinnati doesn't impress me in any way, shape, or form. And the Bears,
They
I
what?
like.
They don't? You don't?
No,
Whoa.
no. But here's what I like about the Bears, Eddie. Great coaching, great transition, great transition from Lovey to this regime of Trestman. Okay, great transition. Some of the pieces remain. A lot of new places, not a new faces, new schemes on offense. Cutler, top 5 quarterback.
Oh.
Forte, top 5 running back.
Get up,
Marshall, top 5
Wow.
receiver.
I got to lift my feet with a bucket of shit down there. Wow. Ooh.
So the Bears will definitely go out, and the 3 points is nothing to be concerned about, folks. Bears 35, Cincinnati 17.
Well, I'll tell you what, Billy. I have to disagree with you because I think Cutler still has to refine, and I think he has to get coordinated with Marshall, but other players, that right side, 2 rookies, bothers me. But I thought they would have a drop in defense, and they have not. I think this defense will be as good as ever. And Cincinnati, I think they're a very well-coached team, good defense, and I think they're a little bit vanilla. I'm going to take the Bears in a close game, maybe 17-13.
Now, let's have it.
They're going to cover.
Come on, naysayer. Who do
Well,
you want?
You both are wrong. You both are wrong. Cincinnati is predicted to be the most improved team in the AFC, and their quarterback. And you know what? They play good defense. Their defensive line is supposed to be one of the best in the NFL. They have a good coach in Lewis. And you know what? They're playing the last I heard a statistic. The Bears haven't beaten Cincinnati in a long, long time playing.
We play them once
Well,
every
wait a-
4 years
wait,
or
wait,
something.
So what? So what? It's still a statistic.
Well, that's a heck of a statistic.
Well, so
you know,
what?
we
Well,
haven't beat the
Shut
Chicago
your mouth and tell
Staleys
you.
either.
Because you're a Bear fan, 35 points. 35 points?
Yes.
I'll bet you $1,000 they don't have 35 points. You want to bet on that?
I'm right here.
Yeah,
He
we'll
hasn't
put it
got
up.
1,000.
But, you know what?
Hey, Lynn,
That's a
Harry's betting your inheritance.
That's a terrible 35 points. Wow. 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 Well, you want to bet it?
Harry, you don't want the Bears
I'm
saying
taking Cincinnati.
they're
getting 3 points.
They're,
They're
people
getting
say they're
3
the
points.
most improved. That means they sucked last year. Is all that
They
means.
didn't suck last
Well,
year. They won
then how
the
are they
league.
so
They won
improved?
the league.
How are they so improved? If they are, if they're already league champions,
What did the Bears do last year?
the Bears finished out of the, but they're still 10 and 6.
Wait. The question
They were
was,
still
what
10
did
and
they
6.
do? What was they last year? What was Cincinnati last
I
year?
have no idea.
Well, then stick it in your back.
Who do you pick for the Super Bowl?
Who do I pick in the Super Bowl? I haven't even thought of it.
Yeah, there you go, Harry. He didn't get the email.
We have a program.
Well,
I already chose
you
the
got-
49ers, and Eddie, next week I may have to reveal my AFC. Folks, I don't focus a lot on the AFC. I got to be honest with you. But after watching a week, I may come up with a contender. Who do you like?
Actually, I've got a bunch of picks. I think it's going to be between San Francisco
And Seattle.
and Seattle in the NFC. I think the NFC is much better than the AFC. I have to take Denver or New England. Basically, New England plays Buffalo twice, the Jets twice,
Terrible, yeah.
Miami twice.
Yeah.
Shit teams. And Denver plays Oakland twice, San Diego twice, Kansas City twice. So, I think Seattle, San Francisco against New England, Denver. I'll make a pick.
I like that. And Harry, now here, I
like Seattle. I like Seattle to win it in the NFC.
All right.
In the AFC, I don't like New England. I don't know who to pick, and really, to be honest with you.
They play 6 shit games.
I know they play six.
And you have to remember,
To get in the finals? Well, I'll take New England
in that division. Then.
Well, the other thing I told him earlier, this affects Seattle is a great home team. They'll probably, at worst, go 7-1. San Francisco has the most travel miles this year in the NFL.
See, now that's the kind of research you're not going to get everywhere. And that's a good point, Eddie. Harry, you did well. You survived the first taping. And as we leave you folks, sometimes, Harry's good at a lot of things, but eulogizing is the best. We lost Uncle Pat Burke this week. Yeah. So, Harry, I'll give you 30 seconds is all to eulogize. Do the Georgie Jessel.
Well, Pat was a friend of everybody's. We've had more fun. He affected a lot of people in this town and all over the country. We went to his place in Florida. We've all been there. He was a giver. He wasn't a taker. He was a giver. He's a terrible football handicapper, but he sure had a big heart, and everybody loved him, and he was sorry to see him go. He went real fast, but God bless Pat. God bless.
And there you have it, Eddie.
And when I heard it, I was talking to some people, and they go, everybody in our town has a Pat Burke story.
Sure, everybody.
So here's to you, Uncle Pat. And for you folks, next week, same place on this channel, YouTube, Facebook, whatever means we decide, right on this deck. It'll be week 2, and you'll be able to see where the wheat gets separated, as they say, from the chaff.
It's hotter than hell out here, too, by the way.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, but we do it till in the snow, too.
Don't forget it'll be cold in a little while.
Well, I hope so. Look at me sweating like a French whore, you know that?